No reason to even bring up my child. Nobody was trying to sign her. Before I signed that paperwork, I want my jury back. Truth is that you don't have music, and that's why you're not putting out music. And I'm saying, I want to say it on here in front of everybody. Put a song out. Since y'all think I'm holding her up and putting a song out, try and put out a record.
So we're pretty much 1 year into the whole Karrahbooo versus Yachty drama, as it was around this time in 2024 that she announced she's leaving Yachty's Concrete Boys collective. And even though it was a move that was supposed to be for the better, it turned out to be probably one of the biggest mistakes of her career. So a couple nights ago, she would go on another one of her Twitter meltdowns with Yachty, and even one of the other Concrete members getting involved. We are now on month 11 of Lil Yachty keeping me in a deal just to be petty and keep me from releasing music and moving on my life. Guess the lying on my name, trying to turn everyone against me because I wanted out of a toxic environment, wasn't enough. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna read out every single tweet, as I think that would just be really boring for me and you, so I'll just kind of go over them and summarize it instead. So she would say, of course she doesn't actually own 100,000 MUI, has no proof of that, and that everyone needs to stop believing Ye in general. How could you treat a woman like this when you have a daughter? She would even ask, referring to his daughter. Which I think is a pretty insane thing to say, like, why are you bringing up his children into this kind of situation? Very weird. Like, I'm actually kind of baffled because, yeah, sure, crash out on Yachty and curse him out, but bringing in his child is nuts. Now, this is where Yachty would actually get involved and reply and go on Instagram Live after she put out more tweets of saying he's a liar and is basically holding her hostage. Karrah, stop playing victim. Bro, I don't speak to you. I don't speak about you. You tweet about me every couple days. If I'm stopping you from dropping music, prove it. Show any documents of me blocking you from uploading music. We can post the emails if you want. I can go first, where my management and lawyers said time and time that we can go through with the deal any day. We've been waiting on you. You speak negative on me daily, and I still have been amicable throughout this business process. Now, of course, this seems very sketchy here from Yachty, personally, to me anyways, because Yachty is here saying, I'm not stopping you from dropping music, and if I am, prove it. And that even all of their lawyers have said they can go through the deal or whatever, basically saying she can drop it and is free to do what she wants. Which looks, I'm not here to choose sides, but why would Karrahbooo say she's not allowed to drop and doesn't drop music if Yachty says she can? Like, I don't want to choose sides. I'm not a fan of Karrahbooo, and you know, he's cool, but you know, I'm not a big fan or anything, so I'm pretty neutral. But if Karrahbooo is, you know, trying to make money and keep her career alive, why would she not drop music if she is in fact allowed to? Now, I kind of have a reason why she would do that. It's because she's still signed to Yachty, so she doesn't want to drop music, so he doesn't earn a profit or a split of her. But I guess that's better than not dropping any music at all. So basically, Carrot is here saying, like, you won't let me drop and won't let me get out of my deal. While Yachty is here saying things like, you can do whatever you want? What are you talking about anyway? Calibri would then display a screenshot of her song Bossy Boo being removed by Universal Music Group, which is essentially their label. In response, Yachty would say, a record you didn't clear, fella. When one of their artists posted a song with a sample they hadn't cleared, the label probably didn't want to get into any legal issues or be sued because one of their artists posted a song from which they hadn't cleared the sample, so they took it down. I doubt that's why Yachty sent in a strike and told the label, take down Karrahboo's newest song. LMO fell up, it got flagged because you used a sample and didn't get it cleared. So you just dropped it, which I suppose makes sense. Anyway, I'll play the videos for you all first, and then explain them after this yachting on Instagram Live.
I don't even, whatever, right? So, first off, from the jump, when we split with Kara, there was never a, you can't drop, right? There was never anything that said that she couldn't drop music. She just didn't drop, you know what I'm saying? But the thing was, she didn't want to drop. She didn't want to drop under the label because she felt like, oh, well, if I'm putting a song out and we're not cool, it shouldn't come out under your label. But guys, that's not a business.
Okay, so of course he first clears up the fact that after she left Concrete, there was nothing that said she can't drop, which, okay, cool, makes sense. So then why isn't she dropping, as I said? I think it's because she first wants to get off the label, so she has complete freedom, and so they don't take her money off the money she makes from her music. I guess because I don't see why else she wouldn't be dropping if she's in fact allowed to. Like, even if I was in this situation, like, sure, Ye and the label are gonna take like a large percentage of my money. However, at least I'm keeping my career alive instead of just like letting it rot and do nothing. I also completely get why Yachty doesn't want to release her from the contract, because he's invested probably tens of thousands or maybe even hundreds of thousands into her like travel clothing promo. She got so much promo and yeah, music videos, whatever, and then she randomly wants to leave and not let him profit from one of his assets, let's say, or like investments. So basically, Karrahbooo is actually kind of like trying to scam him or fleece him. Why signs her, invests loads of money into her, and then after she blows up, she wants to leave and not drop any music under his label so he doesn't profit off her. Yeah, Ye is right. That's not how business works. And then he starts talking about his jewelry.
What happened was, she said that she thought she had deals on the table, right? Nobody was trying to sign her, right? So she thought I was holding her a deal and wouldn't sign the paperwork, but there was no deal, all right? Cool. And she got a deal, right? And the deal came, and it was with it. I didn't care what the deal was. I don't care how much money it was. I really don't care, right? I said, okay, cool, I'll sign the paperwork. That's fine, I don't care. But before I sign that paperwork, I want my jewelry back, right? My fucking earrings, 8-carat earrings, my watch, everything else. And you can go, right? But see, the thing was, she went on streaming tours and goddamn balloon contests and all whatever else. So she didn't want to give me my jewelry back. All right? So I say, look, you give my jewelry back. And this was, by the way, guys, this was 10 months ago. All right? This is 10 months ago. This is almost a year ago. I said, hey, as soon as you bring me my jewelry, you can do whatever you want. I don't want nothing to do with you. I'm not here to hold you. By the way, in the midst of all this, I said, hey, you can drop music whenever you want to. Whenever you want to, you could drop your music. That's not the case, right? Because I never had a problem, right? I didn't have a problem with her. I didn't have a vendetta with her. I didn't, like this, she's painting a narrative that like, oh, he won't let me drop. He hates me. Bro, I'm the one who reached out to her to come back. Because I was like, this is stupid. I was like, bro, this is stupid. We can fix this, right? Then when she came back, she had an attitude, a chip on her shoulder, and she was just nasty. So I said, you know what? This isn't going to work, all right?
Demand Yachty essentially ed the return of all of his jewelry and belongings as soon as she left Concrete, which she would have then let her lawfully quit the label. I suppose it has to do with the jewelry, but she didn't return it. And Ye would essentially conclude by stating that the true reason she isn't dropping is because she doesn't have any music to drop.
But when you go on, you speak about my kid, you talking about some, oh, you don't, like it was no reason to even bring up my child, who's in Europe right now with me. See what I'm saying? Like, what are you even talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just saying things, right? The truth is that you don't have music, and that's why you're not putting out music. It's not that I'm holding you from dropping your music. You have music. See what I'm saying? No one is like, because realistically, if you put out music, it wouldn't hurt me. Like, I still want you to do your thing, and it doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? But like when you on the internet making this narrative that I'm like, oh, I'm terrible to all women, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But the moral to the story is that you can drop. And I'm saying, I want to say it on here in front of everybody, put a song out. Since y'all think I'm holding her from putting a song out, try and put out a record.
And Carrie would, of course, respond to all of this. She would first post a screen recording of her Notes app with a bunch of like MP3s, a bunch of songs, with one of them being with Nine Vicious Young Thug, Cinny, which got her a lot of hate. As if you didn't know, he has some like cupcake allegations, some autumn allegations, if you guys get those references. I'm not sure what kind of audience watches the Karrahbooo videos anyways. She would also say that she has actually given the jewelry back, or been gave jewelry back, saying she handed it over a long time ago. She would actually say in regards to the jewelry that it was actually a birthday gift, and like she doesn't even owe it back to Yachty. Like apparently he gave it to her as a gift. So, but you know, I guess he wants it back. So it's probably worth quite a lot of money. So she needs to give it back. And she would also say that labels are currently trying to buy her out from the deal, which I think pretty much covers everything. She did post a lot of tweets, but the majority of them were just her having her typical breakdown. It's a pretty sticky situation. Karra did, however, mention that a label is attempting to buy her out at the moment, so we'll see. She did in fact release a song on Montaguality last night with Zucchini or Zucchini. I'm not sure how to phrase that, but it appears that the label isn't attempting to remove her music and that she is free to drop. In fact, I just checked Spotify and saw that she was featured on a song by Ania and Glorilla, which is a feature. However, it appears that the label is allowing her music to be streamed as though they approved the feature. So was Karrahbooo just acting irrationally? While reacting to the Instagram Live well, I came across a video of Yachty calling academics on stream, and he Karrahbooo, saying that she is completely insane and that the whole thing can be resolved if she returns his chains, after which he will sign the deal for the new label, allowing her to leave and join the new one.
Like, that shit crazy, bro. Like, fuck all that other shit, bro. That shit crazy. I'm talking about talk people crazy. I'm talking about spitting on people. All that weird shit, bro. Like, niggas be fooled by this whole internet antics, bro. She's wicked.
I mean, how does this shit get resolved? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, like, I think...
Bro, it's resolved easy, bro. I get my shit. I signed the deal. I don't speak about you. I haven't spoken about you. I won't speak about you. See what I'm saying? She just said that he added more shit to the deal. You damn right I'm adding it and stop speaking on me. Because every day I wake up, you're speaking on me.
Okay, so if she gives you
no
your shit back,
shit.
if she gives you your shit back,
bro, she gave my
and
shit back,
agrees to not speak on you, like, we don't need to know the deal terms.
I get nothing. I'm not here to, I get nothing from this. I'm not in this to hold her up. It's not like I'm getting any money. It's not funny to me. I don't like get a laugh out of it. I get nothing from this.
I believe that's what's going on here. Yachty is a shrewd businessman who wants to make money off of his investment, so he's not letting her out of the contract. In the end, she essentially signed the contract and now wants to get out for free. But that's not how it works. We've seen it happen a lot. Artists sign contracts, then want to leave. But the label spends hundreds of thousands of dollars giving them a fat advance. And then they're stuck. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Should Yi let Karrahbooo go, or do you know it's Karrahbooo's fault? Which side are you on, Y or Karam, or do you not care because it's really just stupid anyway? I hope you all like the sub comment.